Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jimmy Grappone here and my good friend Michael Curtis here with the CLT Life. I'm also a local realtor with J-Bar Carolina Living Real Estate. Michael is a loan officer, mortgage lender with Movement Bank. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can come back and see this content as we create it. But we're standing on the walking bridge in downtown Waxhaw, North Carolina.
Yep.
There's railroad tracks directly below us, and we wanted to stand here and give you a vantage of what downtown Waxhaw really looks like. So let's maybe move. I'm gonna stand over on this side because I think the sun might be.
Here we go.
Might get some better lighting now. Yeah, we got a little bit better lighting there. So you know, it's the amateur hour here at the CLT Life.
Hey, this is all in real life.
Yeah,
we're bringing you authentic real life right now.
Authentic real life. I even get back here and do camera work while we're on here.
Bam. So. Yeah, I'll share with you while Jimmy's doing that. However, in the last video, we talked a lot about downtown Waxhaw, some of the exciting things that are going on here, and this is what we're talking about. It's the old mixed with the new. Oh, we got some family coming through.
We do. We can keep talking though. They can walk right through our video. It's okay.
They're enjoying this wonderful day as well.
Yeah, beautiful day in Waxhaw. Hey, it's a kitty cat. So that's what I love. One of the things I love about Waxhaw is it's a Thursday, right around noon, and there's people down here. There's people shopping in the small shops. Down here, there's people,
the small businesses.
People going out to lunch, doing all that stuff. So
it's very cool. We've got a lot of great neighborhoods. You talked about Lawson. There's Curitan, Millbridge.
You named the three biggest right there.
Walnut Creek across the border.
Yeah, just across the border.
My digs, Bent Creek. I live in Bent Creek down there, to give some reference how close I am to this. But all this is surrounding Waxhaw, and so the weekends, the festivals that they have that you're mentioning in the last video, gosh, it's a happening town. And even on a Thursday we're watching, and it's happening. We've got people, we see small business owners and workers getting ready to go in. We're seeing a lot of exciting things.
So the cool thing, so where we're standing right now,
I'll back away.
So directly behind us where the traffic is right there where that road is, that's Providence Road. It's actually called Broome Street when you get down to downtown Waxhaw. But if you drive north on Broome Street for about 22 miles, you'll be in uptown Charlotte, right in the center of the city.
Bam.
Then it turns into 3rd Street. This is below us, so we've got North Main Street, and then below us we have South Main Street. If you go east on South Main, about 25 minutes, you'll be in Monroe, North Carolina, which is the county seat for Union County. And if you go west on that same road, you'll be in Indian Land, South Carolina in just a few minutes.
Another hot area, which Lancaster, Indian Land, that whole area is another just corridor of growth. Coming out of the Charlotte area, crossing the border, something that Jimmy and I, we've been watching the last 5-10 years. It's just been unreal to see that kind of growth as neighborhoods, communities, families, transplants, you name it, as they kind of just congregate here.
So we were talking earlier about how there's so many small towns around the Charlotte area. So we mentioned Waxhaw, we mentioned Fort Mill, Matthews, Belmont. There's up north of Charlotte, you've got Cornelius and Huntersville and Davidson. That's one of the cool things about Charlotte is there's all these little small downtown areas. Well, one of them that hasn't really fully come back yet, but as population continues to move further south out of Charlotte is Lancaster. So the town of Indian Land is in the northern neck of Lancaster County. And it borders Ballantyne, which is in South Charlotte. And so that area has already really developed up and down Route 521. Well, Route 521 continues further south another 10-15 miles into downtown Lancaster. And that was once a vibrant downtown community, much like we have here in Waxhaw. It's not that anymore. There are some businesses there that are starting to come back, but we're seeing more and more developments as you drive south on 521. There's more and more residential developments. More commercial development is heading that way, and I think as the population center continues to push further south, that downtown Lancaster in 5-10 years is going to be a transformed downtown area.
It's another area and opportunity for growth, right? You kind of see the start with these kind of small business alliances, right? These kind of commerce hubs as they try to start to revitalize, and next thing you know, state and county money starts to be focused in as well, and you're going to start to see that happen. So if you feel like you've missed the curve in some areas, you think about like Plaza Midwood, or you think about Fort Mill, these really high growth areas. There's still so much untapped opportunity for these mixing of new and old in these communities, and the desire to be able to grow as well. And Lancaster is certainly one of them. So
with Waxhaw, it's interesting with Waxhaw. You get some people who have lived here for a long time. We were talking off camera, I think, that Waxhaw was a dry town up until 2009.
Yeah.
Then Maxwell's Tavern. Yeah, Maxwell's Tavern, which is over here to my right. Yeah. They opened up, and then now we've got Dream Chasers Brewery, which is right here. Yep. Cork and Ale, which serves wine and beer and great food. We've got Mary O'Neill's Irish Pub. It's a favorite of mine. And then on the other side of Mary O'Neill's, coming soon is Jekyll and Hyde, which they have locations already in Belmont, North Carolina, and Matthews, North Carolina. So they're gonna be coming here soon as well. So we're getting so many really cool venues here in Waxhaw. And the exciting thing is, just going back to what I was talking about the communities, is that you have these developments that are now primed. And so if you have any interest in learning about how do I get closer, because that was my question. How do I get closer to these communities? And I was thinking between Fort Mill, thinking between Waxhaw, and obviously I landed on Waxhaw because how much I love the town. Same thing, and so I was able to find a community. Let's look at the camera up and down. It's so beautiful. I know. We want to look. Well, here's my issue: is I see all the cars. I'm like, I'm going to get behind the camera, and so you can talk some more. But yeah, I think bringing it back to business, right? And so there's some amazing communities out here where you'll be able to focus in and see spots to purchase and to buy and to live in and to grow as a family as well. Yeah, it's a great place. We've called this area home for since 2015, I think. I first moved into the Waxhaw area, and I've definitely watched it grow. A lot of growth. So yeah, what I was saying is you get people too who have lived here for a long time and say we don't want any more, but you know what? Progress is coming. Yeah. But with that, you need smart development as well. And this is not a plug for any political office, but the mayor in Waxhaw has he's a developer by trade. So one of the things he has relationships with a lot of developers, and he's been able to I think try to make smart plans in order to use the city's the town's finances in a way that that helps build infrastructure, helps build more a broader tax base for the area. So then we can get these roads. There's plans for traffic diversions that go around this. Is right now. That's right. You can go different ways, but if you want to get to Monroe and you want to go through Waxhaw, you got to go over these railroad tracks. Eventually there's a plan for a dump off to be on the other side of the railroad tracks, like an expressway. And also on both sides of downtown. Where people can circumvent some of that traffic. It's coming eventually. It'll be a little while, but it's eventually coming. Yeah, and it always feels like communities are lagging behind when it comes to infrastructure, and it's hard to plan for infrastructure, right? It's like, how much do we need to be able to build with it? I know we kind of teased at the end of the last video, but we talk about some of the opportunity lost, like in Rock Hill. Hill, let's talk about that with the Panthers headquarters. Hey guys, come on through. Yeah, hi, how are you? We got a little pupper for a walk. And Waxhaw is it's a dog-friendly town, so just FYI. Well, I was just gonna say, going back to Rock Hill, so I have a heart for Rock Hill. It's somewhere that I've been plugged into for a long time as well. I lived in Fort Mill, which Fort Mill to me is like the little sister or the little brother of Rock Hill. Okay, I've always thought that way. I don't know why, maybe I'm just weird, but I've always had a heart for Rock Hill, done a lot in the Rock Hill area, and it's had its bumps and bruises. It really has, not to sugarcoat it, but they've put a lot of work into a lot of different areas of developing infrastructure, things of that nature, and they've hit some lumps. So you think about like the Riverwalk area,
great, I guess, just plus sign for what they're doing down there as far as development. And then, of course, we've got things like the HQ for the Carolina Panthers. Not so good, right? So in that instance, that's where we can see that development side of it, the ugly backside, to use that term. But we see the ugly backside of what can happen if the people are not on the same page, and not communicating. And now, what was supposed to be the Carolina Panthers' new HQ is being torn down.
Yeah, it's sad. Fortunately, I think they're gonna. They have plans. They're gonna develop something else there, but yeah, that was a sad development when we learned that was happening. So yeah,
it happens.
It does. Yeah. Here we got some more folks that are coming through right here.
Come on through, guys. You're fine. Yeah.
So we'll give you a little view of the downtown area, and in fact, you know what? Let's take a little walk around here, and we'll take just a quick little look at downtown Waxhaw. So we're walking over this walking bridge, which the original bridge right here was actually built in the late 1800s, and it was a car bridge. Like vehicles used to drive over top of this bridge to get from one side of Providence Road to the other. This is how vehicles crossed over. Yeah, this is old Providence Road right here.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so, and now we have, so we got Dream Chasers. There's the famous Waxhaw water tank right there, which a lot of people call it a water tower. There's a big debate, is it a water tower or a water tank? It's actually the Waxhaw water tank is the official name, because it's a tank that sits up there on top.
Okay.
So we got Dream Chasers Brewery right here. We've got Cork and Ale.
Cork and Ale's great too.
It is. So in that spot, Black Chicken, which is in Matthews, used to be located there.
Okay.
Yeah, Cork and Ale, they got a really cool patio out here as well. But Cork and Ale is a great place to get a drink. So they have great wine selection, unbelievable craft beer selection, really good food as well. See today they have prime rib, shaved prosciutto, tomato and hot cherry pepper mayo sliders. That sounds wonderful.
Don't make me hungry.
Funky Monkey home furnishings. You get a lot of antique shops and stuff down here. Waxhaw Creamery, which just reopened its doors for the season. So this place is usually a line out the door. And you got Refresh Gift Shop.
I'm looking at the cars. The cars we have New York Jets stickers. We got New York Giants. We got
North Carolina.
We got all these different people, these transplants coming here.
Yeah.
Bringing that with them. It's amazing to see.
Yeah, we got Welty's Antiques, and also 88A Boutique is in there. So I've got some of my CLT Life shirts in there, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And Indigo Pearl, which is the leather goods shop. So this is the project that I was talking about right here, and you can be in the shot.
Okay.
But you see how this curb is right here. So the reason the curb is so much higher than the road is because horse and buggies used to park here, and then people had to step out of their buggy and they stepped right onto the sidewalk. Well, we're not really using horse and buggies
not
anymore for transportation.
Yeah.
So so they're going to level this out. So this is going to be leveled out, so it's going to be flat down into the road. This whole, basically to the middle point of the road is going to be sidewalk. They're going to have some new parking options, and it's going to be a one-way street coming through. So this vehicle is traveling this way, the way it's going right now, will not be able to make that turn.
Yeah.
Traffic will only come in this direction, and they'll only be able to make a right-hand turn. So we're looking forward to that.
I think it's pretty cool as well as over to this side you see the Wall of Honor.
Yeah,
it's a military
let's walk over there and take a look.
Prior military myself, so it's really cool to have that kind of stuff.
Very cool.
Prioritized.
A native South African serving in the U.S. military.
It's a whole nother story, whole nother video.
we thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Let's take a quick look at that as we wrap up this video right here. So yeah, there's always they do lots of really great events here. There's some really fine artwork as well. You got the names of lots of people who served in our nation, and then this is beautiful right here. This piece, Reflection,
so
by Michael Paul Rubino, I believe, was actually the artist that made this. Right here in Waxhaw.
I was gonna say, so my assumption is these are folks that are local veterans that serve. On the other side, there's another really cool. Maybe we can highlight that in another video. But there's a really cool what do you call it, like ironworks, train worker memorial. I guess that's the word for it, right? Which is another really neat thing we got down here. But just so much history.
There is.
So much cool stuff happening down here. Mixed with that old and new.
The old with the new.
Old with the new. Yeah.
Well, when we started this video, it was new, and now we're at the end. So
it's old now.
So now the start of this video is now old because we probably started about 15-20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. It's good to be home. So good to be home out in the streets. Yeah. Please subscribe, like, and subscribe to our channels. So we got the CLTLife.com website to check out now as well. It's a hub for all of our content. You've got the CLT Life YouTube channel. Michael and I are both on social media, so please follow us, like us, and yeah, thanks. If you're ever visiting Charlotte, any of the areas, give us a call. So we want to be the resource for both people who already live here in Charlotte, but also the resource for people who might be thinking about moving to the Charlotte area and you don't know much about it. So, you know, we're in Waxhaw today, and we both live really close to Waxhaw, and we love this town. But we plan to go and visit other towns as well. You know, I want to head into South End in Charlotte, the NoDoc community, Plaza Midwood, like you talked about earlier.
So many cool areas.
Fort Mill, Belmont. We got to check all those places out. So we're going to be traveling.
Monroe. It's growing.
Yeah, good to be home is going to go on
to be home.
The weather. Yeah, the weather's so nice right now. Good to be home is going to have to go on the road. We were in Indian Land a couple weeks ago, so we're gonna make the circuit around Charlotte this year. So
going on tour.
Going on tour. Yeah, join us, and if you have any questions, reach out to us. Both of our contact information is in the description down below, so you can easily reach out to us. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.